Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today, we are back again with another episode of A Day in the Life of a CISO. And today, we have a very special guest with us, Dr. Reem with us. And I would let her speak about herself because I have been trying to get information about her, and there's so much more. And every time I go to her profile, I feel there's so much which is motivating me, and she motivates me every day, every minute. So over to you, Dr. Reem.
Thank you so much, Vandana, and thank you so much for this wonderful introduction and for hosting me and having me with your brilliant series. I really want to thank you for the amazing job that you're doing for community and inspiring us, really motivating us as well. So my name is Dr.Reem AlShammari, the digital transformation leader of Kuwait Oil Company, whom I was earlier the CISO in KOC as well, and leading cybersecurity community and communities forums in the region as well as in the within Kuwait country. As academic review, I have done my bachelor in computer engineering, then my PhD, and hopefully we'll hear good news from you, Vandana, about your PhD as well. I did my PhD in operation management, and then I did also the Harvard Executive Management program, where I have, let's say, built a mixture of a technical mindset along with the management mindset that really equipped me with very, very nice tools kit to be able to lead these CISO journeys as well as the CTO's journeys as well. So in short, I'm also loving to contribute to my community. So I'm the co-founder and board member in the Women Cybersecurity Middle East group. And I'm a mother of a wonderful and beautiful boys and girls. And I'm from Kuwait.
Thank you so much, Dr. Reem. Like I said, you inspire every time we speak to you, every time we look at you. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. You're so nice. Thank you. I'm really privileged to be with you here.
Yeah. And so when we talk about a CISO role that you've been handling, what it is to be like a CISO, what are the daily functions that a CISO does? Because with every CISO that I speak with, there is a different perspective that comes up. So I wanted to understand from you how it is for you and how it is different than any other role that you've handled in the past.
Wonderful question. And as you have said, it's really different from a CISO to another to describe their daily lives. For me, being a CISO or being in cybersecurity even field is actually related to my purpose in life, where I need really to secure, to safeguard our community, our organization. And of course, working in a national company where we contribute very highly to the national income of our country, the burdens and responsibility to handle such responsibility actually made us mature very quickly towards being aware of these responsibilities and being aware of how we can bring the best of not only ourselves, even for those who are within our team, within our rhetoric, within our organization, to build what is required when our purpose is really to safeguard our organizations. So for me, being a CISO is not just only focusing on the technical aspects of what's our roadmap, where's our milestones, where are we from the maturity model, what we can do to mature, and what are the projects partners that can assist us in doing that. I'm also focusing on in addition to that technology portion, we have the people and process. So being a CISO, I learned that I need to go with the impossible and make it possible. Especially in challenging all of these, earlier perceived or assumptions. So thank God, alhamdulillah, I was able to be pioneer in very various, projects within our oil sector, where others thought this is a dream, this is not happening. And today it became a reality, and these projects are running, and we become a pioneer as KOC in these fields. So we need this, for me, a CISO becoming a change agent. a game player, okay, and a game changer actually. And that's will only happen when you have that faith in you, in yourself, and in the people around you. So being a CISO also means, and I focus on my people. I need to be a social architect, as they call it, by giving them the psychological security. When we give this psychological security to our people, they will be very much, safe, secure, and they will give above and beyond, and they will feel relaxed. Knowing our field is so much overwhelming. Sometimes we have so many burnout, all of us together. But when we are, securely from a psychological base, we'll be more comfortable to share it. We'll be more comfortable to raise a flag and to have that sustainability. So looking at the people and then the process. And process comes with cybersecurity becoming like in the being weaved into the fabric of your organization and the culture. And this looks at in changing the process. What do I need to reflect these changes in the process and build that culture of cyber aware in our organization? So being a CISO actually led me think of all of these three vectors at the same time, simultaneously. It was challenging, but thank God, alhamdulillah, with the passion that really drives us, all of us in this field, we were able to make many things that were dreams a reality today. And this is how I can define what a CISO becomes. And concluding with that is my network. So for me as a CISO, it's very much important to have this network of community, of even organization peers, and let's say regional forums, etc., where we can always work as stronger together. So being a CISO is not a journey that you need to walk it by yourself. It's actually a journey that you need to work it together with your peers, with your community, and with your network. This is what CISO means for me, and this is why CISO is something that I'm really committed to internally, as it really maps to many things and values within my life and within my work atmosphere as well.
Yeah, you very rightly said that CISO is more of building community, building network, making people aware about security. It's not just that handling from the top, but getting down to the level of the people so they understand it. And there have been so many roles that you actually have handled, from being an analyst to a CISO, and now a digital transformation leader. So if we talk about today in your journey as a digital transformation officer or a leader, how is it unique and helping organization grow in cybersecurity?
Vandana, I will tell you a story which is really a bit awkward. And a couple of days, I had one of my colleagues in the team coming back, passing over and passing by. And before joining the cybersecurity, even it was a unit before it becomes a team and division by itself, I was on the other side. I was leading the digital transformation for the Kuwait digital oil fields pilots. And again, it was a purpose. It wasn't really connected or mapped to a job title. It was something that I internally believed that since we are digitalizing these environments, then we need to make them safe, because these environments can, especially in the ICS, can be tampered and people's lives and safety can be compromised. So there was a very internal commitment from me inside, even before joining the cybersecurity. In a sense, I'm leading this digital transformation. I need really to secure them. So, and I was always talking on the behalf and under the name of the cybersecurity teams. So they have noticed me, and they came to my office one day and say, "Doctor, how about you join us in cybersecurity?" I told them, "No, being there on the other side is better for you, because this is where I can become your advocate, become your champion, and actually help you getting these, become your trailblazer and can get all these obstacles away by being with the business." Then my management have foreseen my capabilities and assigned me to lead the cybersecurity to do the required change, and I did. Later on, I joined. I became the CISO, and through my journey, we have done amazing achievements. Today, again, my management and my top leadership have foreseen that we are looking at a huge digital transformation journey, and we couldn't trust it more than with the CISO herself. having her mindset of cybersecurity and having that margin of being risk averse with having the ability to, have some risk trade-offs where it doesn't really jeopardize the company is the person who need to trust our digital transformation journey in corporate solutions and digital fields with. And that's where the transition has happened, because this is now being huge. This is being accelerated. These digital transformation journeys all over the world, and having this trust from my leadership and me taking that role with this mindset of a CISO is actually has enabled me more to do my transformations. So I was there, then I came to cybersecurity, then I'm again back there. And my people now knows, and they also, when I say my people, I mean cybersecurity teams and colleagues, members, they know that even my huge mega projects, digital transformation, the CISO mindset is there. So you will see me planning for both the business partner and the CISO player. And I'm putting these two hats at the same time when I do that. So it really enabled me, it made me more mature, it made me more aware of the decisions that being made. It made me capable of doing strategic decisions. Before, when we were in the cybersecurity side, we were, trying to convince the business user to take these decisions for the sake of security. And we're trying to persuade different, mindset just to align them. Now, this shouldn't be, or this is not happening with me, because I'm already set or already aligned, and all our strategic even roadmaps, the future plans are all based on the cybersecurity weaved fabric of digital transformation, and this will just, actually make best and fulfill the vision that our leaderships have seen when they assign this role to me. And I believe this is like a message to all our cybersecurity, officers and officials, that being a player where you are enabling the business and change the mindset of cybersecurity are showstoppers. Just enable the business, build the trust with the business owners, etc. Then you will be able also to climb up the ladder for more responsibilities and for more, roles where you really can secure your organizations, your community, and you can always play the roles as long as you have your end aligned with your thoughts and your community and your, let's say, leadership as well.
Yeah, and on the same lines, CISO has to take care of so many things. They have to take care of the individuals who are there. At the same time, CISOs also have to take care of the board as well. And when CISO is building the security mindset, as you said, that they can grow up in the ladder. So what are the things they should have in their mind, or they should have in their work culture, that can align with the organization strategy as well as organization's vision? Because CISO has to mold accordingly based on culture, based on the vision that I have. So what kind of mindset they should have, and how exactly they can grow in the organization?
A wonderful question. You have said it, Yani Vandana. CISO needs to closely build a close relationship with those planning and strategists within their organization, because if they are not aware of the strategies and the vision of this organization, then they will be, offsiders, and they will be outsiders to what really need to be secured or what really need to be achieved. So we need to understand fully this leadership vision and this organization vision. We need to understand the strategies toward this. And actually, sometimes we can incorporate in building these strategies, because currently it became a digital strategies. It's no longer only core business strategy. These core business strategies has become now with a big portion, a huge percentage is digital strategies. So you need to be there. And they need to trust you to come back and say, hey, Reem, we're doing our strategy for the 2040, and we're having that huge mega digital project. What thoughts do you have? So you would share your cybersecurity, milestones and, let's say, controls that needs to be there from a basic and, to be weaved in that digital strategy. So when that happens, then everything comes along with that package. It's not like you have this huge strategy, amazing project, and when they are about to launch, cybersecurity comes and say, no, stop, everything is wrong. We need to do everything from zero. Should not be the case. And this is where you as a CISO be very close to these strategies and make your language easy. We know that we're tech. We're very much, we talk with acronyms all the way and sometimes with jargons, but we need to avoid this language when we talk to the business, when we talk to our board members, and when we talk to the strategies. We need to talk in their business language. And it took from me a huge effort to do so, because I've been in the technical fields for so long. Then realizing that in order for me to pursue and achieve these goals and achieve the roadmap that as a cybersecurity teams have, we need actually to have the buy-in from this business user. We need actually to let them be aware of that one. The shift that we have done in the OT fields, our operations look differently at IT. IT is for them is just like a keyboard and a mouse. They did not realize that everything is being digitalized. Now you have to build more and stronger relationship. So talking to them in their simple operational language, the business language, away from the cyber and IT language, letting them highlight the risk from what really makes more concern to them. Your operation will be disrupted. The company will be losing this much amount of money. Your colleagues can be compromised of health and safety. Would you like to compromise your colleague sitting next to you? This will, just make them very much aware. My God, we need Reem and her team to be our, bodyguards, to be our guardians, to safeguard these assets. So this is how we can translate with them. Instead of talking to them with the cybersecurity language, this is the maturity. We are very much far. We have vulnerabilities. You need to patch. They will get lost. We need to translate all of these, risks into a business language where they can really map to, connect their heads, hearts, and hands by handshaking with us and enabling us to get into their homes, the OT environment, and start securing and addressing these controls. The same happens with our board when we come to them. At the beginning, I was talking very fast. I was purely technical, and they used to lose me during my presentations. Then with the feedback I have, with the mentors I got, I was able to talk slower. Being a left-handed, sometimes this comes with the package. You talk very fast. So I became to talk slower. I used much business language, and I had great friends that gave me wonderful tips on that. And they started to look, wow, this is really important. And they were very much aligned with us, that they had introduced KPIs and key performance measures on them as executives that drops down to the organization. When there are times that you need top-bottom action, and there are times when you need bottom-up actions in cybersecurity. So you don't always keep it, one way. You have to maintain the two ways whenever applicable and whenever is needed to give some, flexibility in your approaches and your measures. So they were so much aligned, and they understood the language. They understood the risk. And when we do drill exercises, my God, I got amazed. I learned a lot from their huge, mashallah, strategic mindset, and how they realize that when a cyber incident happens, it's no longer at one, it's no longer at one location. Usually, the emergency and drill exercises on the, on major incidents, a fire at one asset, some leakage at one asset. But cyber attack introduce a whole new threat vector, that if there's a cyber attack, then it can impact all your assets at the same time. How would you react? So this brought to them a huge broadening perspectives. It made them resilient in their decision making, and it made you mature in seeing your leadership, mature with this cybersecurity. They wouldn't be that if you were not able to talk to their business language, and they wouldn't be really with you in, again, head, heart, and hands. So try to talk simple, as Einstein said. If you make it simple and a 60-year-old can understand it, then you're the one who can really deliver it and you understand what you're saying. If you make it complex, then you really don't understand that. So it's our role to make it understandable for others to rely with us, align with us, and get the 3 H's like Harvard always taught us, and Professor Linda always taught us: your head and their heads, and their hearts and their hands aligned with us, the three H's. And once we have the three H's aligned with us, miracles can happen, Vandana. And it has happened. I have witnessed them, and I hope everyone who will follow that approach will witness these miracles at their also environments.
Yeah, how beautifully said that. Make it simple, as well as speak in the language of the people you're dealing with. It's very, very important to speak in their language so that they understand why it is important and how it is important. And if something happens, how do we need to react to it?
Exactly.
Really. It was wonderful to have you, Dr. Reem, and speak to you, and your suggestions, your inputs are very valuable to me and to the people listening. I am sure there are so many people who will reach out to you. And like I always look up to you, there are so many people who look up to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm really privileged and honored to hear these words from a brilliant star like you, Vandana. You inspire me as well. And I look up to you as well. So thank you so much for making us motivated every day.
Thank you so much to you for joining me today. It was wonderful speaking with you.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is all mine. Thank you, Vandana.